Hey guys, today we're going to learn how to use Repost123.com. And this is a really amazing website to post advertisement for apartments on Craigslist. Craigslist is still extremely useful tool as a real estate agent, and it still is a primary resource for people that are looking for apartments. It's going to allow you to edit your advertisements, make it unique for yourself, and then it's going to also allow you to schedule posts throughout the day. Really useful, so let's get into it. The first thing that you're going to want to make sure you do is keep some tabs open in your browser that you're going to be referring to while you're making this ad. The useful ones are going to be Craigslist.com, StreetEasy, OLR, Nestio. I've got a website for the actual the owner the landlord for the apartment that I'm going to be advertising, which is right here, and some of the information about the apartment, and then your web banner, HTML code. You'll only need this once, but since this is the first time you're creating it, you'll need it, and then we'll make a template, and I'm going to show you how to do that also too a bit later. The next thing that you're going to want to do, I'm going to minimize this window, is organize yourself in a folder of the apartment that you've taken pictures of or that you've previewed on your desktop. You're going to want to stay organized with that. That's going to come into play later too. So you can see I've created a folder here and I've labeled the pictures so that I can quickly refer to those. So I'm going to come back to Repost123 in my browser. So as a first-time user, you're going to need to set up an account. And you're going to want to do that by creating new user. You'll see the button right here at the bottom. So you'll click that. It's going to give you some fields here to complete. You're going to fill out all these fields with the correct information. You're going to create a username and password. You're going to create an email address, which you've been given by us at this point. And then you're going to select your brokerage firm. You're going to come up and select bold, New York at the very top. Now you'll be associated with Bold, New York when you're posting these ads. So that's the first step, is to create a username and password. You'll get an email as well with that information so that you remember it, but also to confirm that you've set up the account. So now we're going to go back to Repost123 homepage, and we're going to log in using that information. So here we are again. I'm going to log in using my information, of course. I'm going to hit enter. And then this is the screen that you arrive to when you log in. So you'll see that I already have some ads here created. If you hover over the advertisement, you're going to get some quick snapshot information. It's going to have a pop out and give you some of that info. But there's also some useful buttons here, or some information that you're going to want to take a look at. The first one is credits. You'll see that you've got credits up in the top left corner here. Every time you post an ad, you're going to lose 1 credit. So I post an ad, I'm going to be at 30 credits, and that's the way that works. So you'll see that reflect here as you're posting advertisements. If I click on my ad, you're going to see the preview of that ad. So you're going to see the photos here. The reason these photos are not showing up is because I've deleted them for this tutorial, but we're going to go through and create a new ad anyway. But you'll see the information there. We're going to go back to our home page. You can also always arrive at the home page by clicking Craigslist Rentals. That's always going to bring you back to this page. So the first thing that we're going to want to do to create this ad is to get our pictures submitted here. And you're going to do that by going to Manage Pics. It's going to bring you to this page here, and on the left-hand side you're going to have some options, and this is where we're going to want to start. So we're going to organize a folder. On the left-hand side, you'll see that I've got some already made for some other ads I've created, but we're going to create a new folder, and we're going to label it with the address of the building that we're going to be doing. So 226 East 70th Street, like the folder that I created on my desktop. So you'll see that the folder's been created here. So now when it's highlighted, you'll know that you're inside of this folder, and I'm going to come here to Upload. And I'm going to upload the folder, the photos inside the folder that I've got created on my desktop. So this is why you want to have this organized here. You can do what's called a bulk upload, so you can select all these photos at one time, and you can insert here. You'll get the green check mark if all the photos are valid and you're able to update. Now you'll see behind me here that all the photos have been inserted there. So you can just X out of that. You're safe. All the photos are there for you. So that's the first step in this process. So now that we've got our photos uploaded, we're going to create this ad. So we're going to return to the home page by clicking Craigslist Rentals. And then you'll see also underneath Craigslist Rentals here to the left, you've got New Ad, which is basically what we're going to create. So you're going to click New Ad, and you're going to get another some more options here. So depending on the type of ad that you're going to be advertising, whether there's a fee associated or whether there's no fee, meaning that the owner is going to pay the fee, you'll have those two selections. So you're going to have apartments with a broker fee, apartments with no broker fee. This particular apartment does have a fee that I'm going to advertise, so I'm going to select broker fee, and then we're going to get to the next page here. So this is a pretty important page. There's some valuable information you're going to need to insert here before you move forward. You'll see at the top you've got the rent. Rent on this apartment is $59.95. So I'll insert that there. This is a true 3-bedroom apartment, so just enter the size. As far as the title goes, I'll probably do another tutorial regarding how to title the apartment appropriately to get as many views as possible and to have people click on your advertisement. But for now, I'm just going to put creative title. Goes here just for tutorial purposes. Also too, you'll see special characters. There's a selection above the box here which you can click, and I'll do that to show you what that has here. So basically series of characters that you can enter next to the title to kind of draw attention towards your ad. A lot of little things that you can do, and I'll show you an example here. So we'll get an arrow maybe pointing to the left. You'll see this one here. What you're going to do is you're going to copy the text that's underneath that. It's a code. You're going to copy that using your key command. You'll close the window, and at the end of your title there, you'll just paste that code and you'll see it show up there. So in the advertisement, that's going to look like an arrow pointing to the left. The next field that you've got is location. You've got to fill this out as well too. The apartment that I'm advertising is on the Upper East Side, 70th Street, so we'll select that as the area. As far as the fee disclosure goes, you're not going to disclose the particular percentage that you'll be charging, but you will note that there is a broker fee on the apartment here, as well as an application fee, and you'll see that once you've done it once, your computer usually saves that information, so you can just click and it automatically fill in there to save you some time. Broker name is Bold, New York. And again, I'm just going to click that because I've already entered the information once. So we've got the top half of these fields filled out, which is really important. I'm going to show you now how to use the HTML editor to start to create your advertisement and actually what it's going to look like. Okay, so we're going to use the HTML editor to create an advertisement. The first thing, however, that we're going to do is copy and paste your HTML banner into your ad, which has your contact information. It's going to be clickable, so if people click your email address or your picture, they're going to be able to email you from there. And that's the reason I have this code here open and ready to go. I will create this code for you and email it to you so you can save it for your records, but you're just going to need to copy and paste this code here, and then you're going to need to paste it in the HTML box from this screen. And there's a difference between this screen and the HTML editor, which we're going to get into. So I'm going to go ahead and paste this. You'll see this show up as a code. And then if we click on the HTML editor here, you're going to have a new tab that will open at the top of your screen right next to the screen that we were just on, and you'll see that my banner has been displayed here appropriately. So that's what that code looks like. It looks like the banner with my contact information. So if you just toggle between these two tabs, you'll see that this is the home screen where you're going to see the actual HTML code for your ad, and then you're going to see what that code looks like, and this is where we can start to edit our ad. So we're going to start to add some more information here. Opportunity to get creative here making your advertisements. So you'll see that you've got a bunch of tools up here for you to use to get creative. But obviously it's confusing. You're not really sure quite what to do in terms of organizing your ads. So we're going to refer to another agent's ads in the office to kind of use as a template or a guide so that we can create an ad that looks nice, that we know is going to be effective. And so that's why I have Craigslist open also at the top of my browser, so we can refer to that. So we're going to type in an agent's name, kind of see what they're doing on Craigslist so that we can get an idea of how we'd like to do it. To quickly get to search for one of the agents, you can just select housing in Craigslist, and then we'll type in the name of the agent that we'd like to reference. For this case, it's going to be Sherry Matlock. She does a great job of advertising, so I'm going to search for some ads that she's created. Again, you can see here she used the heart character, which is basically what I did with the arrow to kind of draw attention towards her ads. You can see how they look. Definitely stands out here on the list. So I'm going to select her ad and take a look at what she's done here. You'll see she's got her banner at the top, and if I select that banner, it's going to allow me to email her. But she's got her title here very large and visible. Then she's got some important information. So I like the way that she's done that. I'm going to literally copy what she has here at the top of her ad, and I'm going to paste that information into my advertisement here. So I'm going to bring the cursor right underneath my banner, and I'm going to paste into my ad. So you'll see that once you paste it in here, it's going to not have any of the bold or some of the other stuff that she's done with the text, but we're going to go ahead and change that as it relates to our ad. And I'm going to show you how to do some of that right now. So to work quickly, I'm not going to make any changes to this text right now. I'm going to come back and edit this stuff. I'm going to go back to Sherry's ad, continue to refer to this on how she has things placed visually to just create that first, and then I'll go ahead and I'll replace the information with the information for my particular advertisement. So she's got some pictures grouped here. She has 3. We're going to use 4, but we're going to kind of lay it out like this as well too. So she's got 2 pictures at the top and 1 below, but I'm going to show you how to insert those pictures here below the text just like she has it. So the way that we want to insert pictures, you'll see up at the top what looks like a little tree. You're going to go ahead and select that. You're going to get a box that's going to pop out. To insert a picture, you're going to click the box that has right next to the image URL. It's going to allow me to browse for the pictures, which we've already uploaded ahead of time. So I'm going to select the folder that we created, 226 East 70th Street, and I'm going to select a shot that basically is the most appealing shot. I think obviously goes top left corner. That's where people's eye naturally goes, so you're going to want to have the most impressive picture there. I think this living room shot is great. I'm going to select that first. I'm going to click here to insert the selected pic. Now on a PC it might be different. I'm not exactly sure what it looks like, but if you've got the picture highlighted, it'll allow you to maybe either insert it at the bottom or at the top. I'm not sure where it is, but the image will then get inserted into the box. You'll see the preview there. I'm going to adjust the appearance right from here before I even insert this photo. I think a good size so that people don't have to do too much scrolling, or there's no issues with computer monitors and how you view pictures, is about 400, between 400 and 500 depending how large you want to make it, but usually 400 is a good size. It's going to automatically constrain the size of this picture so that it doesn't get skewed or look weird. But then I'm going to go ahead and insert the photo here. It's going to have a pop-up box if you don't add a description, but you can just click OK. And then there it is. The picture's been inserted right below the text. So let's insert another picture right next to this one. I'm going to give myself a few spaces with the cursor, and then I'm going to go ahead and insert a picture right there as well too. So if you space next to the photo, the picture is going to show up right where the cursor is blinking. So I'm going to go back up to my tree. I'm going to select the browse button to the left. I'm going to go back to the folder that we created. I'll add the kitchen picture next to the living room because most people want to see the kitchen as well too, and it's also a nice photo of the kitchen. The appearance I'm going to adjust right here from this screen so that I know that both of my photos are the same size, and I'm going to go ahead and insert that here. So you'll see this photo go directly next to the one that I've created, and you can adjust the size of the photo here by pulling in and out on these arrows if you'd like to make the photos larger on the fly. I just happen to do it while I'm uploading the photos so that I don't have to do much adjusting here afterwards. So we'll hit the space bar, return down, and the cursor is going to move below these pictures. So we're going to add maybe another photo here. This is for you again to be creative. You can decide how you want to organize these photos to make it look cool, but I'm going to go back up to the tree. I'm going to grab one more photo. I think the important thing about this apartment is the fact that it's a true 3-bedroom, and I think the floor plan is going to be helpful to show that to people. So I'm going to insert the floor plan here. I'm going to insert it. Now I know that the width of each one of these pictures is about 400. So I want this floor plan to expand the width of both of those pictures. So I'm going to select 800, and it's going to basically expand the width of both of those pictures to kind of make things even, and I'll show you what I mean when I insert the photo. So I'm going to select OK, and now you'll see that the width of this floor plan is approximately the width of these two pictures, so it looks like it's all lined up. So people are going to get to see a nice big floor plan of this apartment to see the closet space and the bedrooms, because that's really what's appealing about this apartment. Let's go back to Sherry's ad to see what she has next. She's got some photos, and then I think she's got some more information underneath her ad. It looks like she's got the apartment features. So these are kind of the next important things that people want to learn about the apartment. So this is where some of these other tabs that I told you to keep open are going to start to be important, because you're going to want to insert that information here into our advertisement. I'm going to go to the management company or the landlord's website here to get some information about the apartment. It looks like they've got a description here, which is probably good, so I'm going to just paste that information into my ad so that people can learn about it that way. So I'm going to return to the Repost123 in my HTML editor. The cursor is here blinking to the right of the floor plan. I'm going to give myself a few spaces underneath the floor plan, and I'm going to go ahead and paste the information that I just copied down below that. No need to adjust the text right now. We're going to come back and do all that, but we're just going to get everything into place for now. I'm going to give myself another space with below the text here, and then I'm going to return back to the landlord's website to get some other features here that are important, and I'm going to add that information, so I'm going to copy that as well. I'm going to go to repost123.com, back to the HTML editor, and I'm going to title this Apartment Features so people know what they're reading. I'm going to give myself a space, and then I'm going to paste that information here. And then you kind of want to finish the ad always the way you started it. So I've got my banner here at the top, but I definitely want to reiterate again at the bottom of my ad how people are going to contact me regarding this apartment. So I'm going to add my information down at the bottom of the listing again too. So you can do this anyway. Again, this is all you being creative as to how you want to list it. A lot of agents do it a lot of different ways. So I'm just going to add my name, my phone number. I'll use some symbols to separate those things, and then I'll add my email address at the bottom here. Great, so I've got my contact information at the bottom so people also, when they're finished looking at the ad, know how to contact me. The one thing that you're going to want to do is to make the email address clickable. I'm going to show you how to do that. So you'll highlight your email address. You're going to come up to the top of the ad, and you're going to see a button in the tools here called Insert or Edit Link. You're going to do that here while you have your text highlighted. It's going to say link URL in this box, and you're going to want to type some information here to be able to make that text clickable, at least as far as your email goes. You're going to want to enter mail to, M-A-I-L-T-O, and then you're going to just simply enter your email address. Afterwards, then if you hit insert, you can take a look down, and now my email address is clickable, so people can just send me an email directly there. So good. So we're going to review our ad. We've got some important information here. Again, we're going to replace all this information shortly with ours, but the main details are here for people to learn about the apartment. I'm going to go ahead and save this ad right now because I've done a lot of work. I don't want to lose it. I'm going to click save. Now, once I save here, the tab at the top of my browser is going to close. Don't get scared. It's just going to come back to the home page so that we can see, or so we can see where the ad is created, or the code has been created for this ad. So we're going to click save, and then we're going to go back to Repost, and you'll see now all this crazy language HTML that's been created, and that's basically what we've done in creating the ad. So we'll go ahead and save again, and now you'll see on the home page here that we've got a new ad created. At the top you'll see it's never been posted. It's not going to do that until we tell it to, but just to make sure that you see it there, that there's a new ad that's been created, and so you can always go back to this ad to continue to work on it. So we'll go ahead and start to insert our specific information regarding this apartment. Continue to create our advertisement. We're going to replace the information for our apartment with the kind of template that we've created at this point. So we're going to click back on our ad. We're going to select edit, and it's going to take us back to this screen, which will allow us to get to the HTML editor, continue to advertise. So before you go into the HTML editor at this point, select the title that you created here. This will save you some time when you're thinking about a title to put on the inside of the ad. You can just copy whatever you've done here. Obviously, it's a catchy title that you'll want to add to your actual ad when we go into the HTML editor. So we'll open this up again. Now that we've got that copied, we'll replace the title here with whatever we've created in the main part of our advertisement. So that'll save you some time. It'll look nice here. What I'd like to do also is make this more appealing by making it larger. So you'll see you can select the font size up here. We'll make it nice and big, 24 or even larger if you choose. Usually you'll want to bold it so it stands out more than the rest of the text. There's a number of things you can do. Again, this is all now up to you to be creative as to how you want to do this. I'm doing a very simple ad for you, but you can also change the color of the ad by selecting that here. Make it blue, red, whatever you choose. You'll see that the colors change. Now, Craigslist is limited in terms of kind of what colors you can choose. So those are the basic, I think, ones that you'll be able to do on Craigslist. I'm going to just leave this black for now. I think Cherry made some changes, but to distinguish things like the price so that stands out more, you can also make that bold. We'll go ahead and change the price here to $59.95. The neighborhood, we'll continue on with this look. So we'll bold the left side of it. We're going to change the neighborhood to the Upper East Side. We'll continue on here. We'll bold the size of the apartment. And this particular apartment is a 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom. And we'll continue on. We'll bold available. And this apartment is available immediately. You could abbreviate that, or you could spell it out. I'm going to spell it out here. So we've got our photos in place, floor plan, great. We'll come down to our description here. I'm just going to kind of get this a little bit more organized so it's easier for people to read, just on 2 lines that are about the same width as my floor plan. But that again depends on how you want to do it. But let's increase the size a little bit as well too so it's easier to read. We'll do that by just adjusting the font size. We'll make this not as large as our title at the top. And you can see it got kind of jumbled up there, so we'll just keep it organized that way and bring the text together. As far as the apartment features goes, this is another important piece of information, so I'd also make this a little bit larger. I'm going to bold that as well too so it stands out. This text I'll go ahead and make a little bit larger, like the text above. We'll make it 18. You can also italicize it if you want, or again, creative freedom here. Let's make our contact information a little bit bigger as well too at the bottom, so people recognize that too. So great. So we've got our ad created at this point. We've got our title, our price, our location, our size, which is the most important information, and then at the bottom we'll have the description and some of the apartment features. So we're ready to post this advertisement. Everything looks good. Just double check all the information is correct a couple times and go ahead and save it. So now that you've got your ad created, we're going to go ahead and save these changes, and we're going to go ahead and post our ad. So I'm going to show you how to do that. So you'll see that when you're ready to post your ad, you've got some actions here to do that. When you click the drop-down menu, you're going to be able to view it, go straight to the editing stage, duplicate this ad if you want to keep all the information the same, maybe change the price, stuff like that. You can delete this ad if you'd like, if it's no longer available and you want to remove it from Craigslist. You can post it right now. So when you select this button, it's going to post the ad right at the time of day that you're at. It's going to be a real-time post. And then you're going to have future posts, which is going to allow you to schedule it at a later date, which is what we're going to do right now. We don't want the ad to go up at 10:37. We want it to go up at 9 p.m. tonight. So I'm going to go ahead and select future post. I'm going to open this up a little bit so we can look at it. So it's just a calendar. You're going to want to make sure a couple things are right. Obviously, what AM or PM, it's going to be 9 p.m. tonight for me, so I'm going to select 9 on the dot. And then the moment that you select the actual day, Tuesday the 10th, it will go ahead and post. You've got some other actions down here. You could repeat this every day if you want to make it easy on yourself, that it goes up at the same time every day until this apartment is rented. You'll want to change that obviously when the apartments rented are no longer available, so the ads don't continue to post. But we'll select the 10th. It's going to ask me if I'm sure I want to do that. I am, and then it's going to confirm that the ad has been posted or scheduled for that time. So that's it. So we'll wait for that to post, and once it does, you'll see this information change. So tomorrow we'll take a look at our ad and we'll see that it was posted at that time, and then we'll see how many people actually view the ad, and these statistics are going to be important. You'll know what's working, what's not working by the amount of people that are clicking on your ads. So that's it. So that's a basic kind of tutorial or look at Repost123.com. And the more you do it, the faster you'll get. I think the keys to creating an effective ad are being organized and referring to other people that are creating great ads and see how they're titling things. And that'll allow you to be successful when you're doing it. And it's also about changing your ads, staying fresh, doing it on a daily basis, and kind of figure out what's working and what's not working. And I hope this was helpful, and we will continue to add some tutorials to Repost as we learn about new ways it can be used. Thanks.